I just pulled up AI because it was the quickest, easiest way to do it. I'm not going to go through all the church fathers' works back here to find quotes about insults and jokes. Look, people think that any insult, calling a person an idiot, a moron, is somehow evil. That's not true. And anybody that says that has not spent significant time in the church fathers. Now, I'm not saying that your whole demeanor is supposed to be insults, right? So, but insults and jabs are part of rhetoric. Most of the church fathers were trained in classical pedagogy. And so they understood in the trivium and the quadrivium that you do rhetoric with jabs and insults. It's part of the strategy, the part of the prose. Okay. And it's very common in the church fathers. We see, for example, Tertullian, who ended up unfortunately going in the wrong direction, but Tertullian said that Marcion was a wicked blasphemer, a barbarous person. He's roves around more than a wicked Samaritan, so he's making racial jokes here. He's inhumane. He's audacious, worse than an Amazonian person. He's darker than the clouds of Pontus. So it's like he is a barbarous beast. Those are all insults. Those are all name calling. St. Cyril of Alexandria says about Nestorius, the evil blasphemer. He's a briber. He's a maleficent person. He's an excrement person. He's a shit person. He's wholly evil. His whole family is unclean. He's out of the abyss. Oh, that's so mean. Oh my gosh. Look how nice and sweet I am, everyone. I don't speak that way. Look at me, internet. I'm pious. I'm virtuous. Look at me, internet. Saint Jerome says his opponents are barking dogs, ignorant, debauched, foul monsters against Rufinus, he says. Excuse me, against Rufinus. Vigilantius is portrayed as a boorish retard. St. Gregory Nyssa says that the heretics are worse than the Jews. The blasphemy of the heretics is worse than Jewish unbelief. They're blasphemers. St. Augustine says of the Donatists, they're a generation of vipers, sons of the devil. They're ravenous wolves. Their throats are open graves. They're full of poison and lies. They're wicked. They're evil. John Chrysostom calls the heretics blind, wolves, sheep's clothing, a species of snakes, etc., etc., etc. So this is just a sample, okay? St. Cyril of Jerusalem says, hate all the heretics in the catechetical lectures. Why does he tell catechumens to do that when today's clergy tell catechumens the opposite? Worship and love the heretics and don't try to convert them and don't try to debate with them because that's evil. I mean, St. Cyril of Jerusalem says the exact opposite of what the clergy today say, right? So I'm not saying that your goal is to constantly use invective, but to act like never using invective is correct is not correct. Jesus consistently calls people names. Paul consistently calls people names. Paul says the Cretans are a bunch of liars and gluttons. They follow their belly. Oh my gosh, Paul is so impious. How dare he speak in such... He doesn't have the fruits of the Spirit. He doesn't have... This is all the evangelicals say. He doesn't have the fruits of the Spirit. Yeah, well, you don't either in your heresy, so what are you talking about? So anyway, just go look up. There's 1,000 more comments of the church fathers launching insults, calling people idiots, demons, goblins, you name it. And then Trent Horn thought, of course, Trent Horn is the master of like the passive aggressive, just piece of shit reply, dude. This is all he ever does. This is this now. I don't even know why he cared about this. Like, why does he care what's happening, right? So the original post, I put up this post because Trent Horn is so concerned about whether or not he's platforming degenerate people and is he in the domain of toxic people. Remember, he was saying, I don't want to be around Dyer. I don't want to be around Andrew. These people are toxic people who should not be platformed and you shouldn't be platformed. But then he goes in his platform debating Kyla, who's the female Destiny. He's also been platform debating Destiny, which I thought you don't platform yourself. I mean, Destiny has called for violence for like 10 years. So you notice that this is total hypocrisy, right? These people have no shame. They just look for any way to morally one up, to piety signal, and to virtue signal. So he has this absolute degen bisexual gaytheist on for a 2-hour interview. And then even in the comments, people are like, so leftist, atheists, Skittles people are way more interesting to Trent than other people. Exactly. The new rage bait style of debating. Trent says debating is not productive anymore. By the way, he means it for totally different reasons than I mean it. And then Trent says, here's a 2-hour discussion with a gaytheist. I mean, this is ridiculous, dude. So you notice that it was all just like hollow, transparent bullcrap anyway. And then Trent says, unlike you, I plan to spend my life helping people overcome religious errors and find salvation, especially the lost and those furthest away like gaytheists. Yeah, I'll bet that's the only motivation that you had, was to help people. You probably met him accidentally on Grindr. Did you swipe together the same way or whatever? And then you found out, oh, let's do an interview. I mean, this is just the most just passive aggressive, weird comment I've seen in a good damn while. And what's funny is underneath it, I mean, it's nothing but Trent getting cooked. It's almost 300 comments of Trent just getting absolutely cooked. I couldn't find one comment pro Trent. They're like all right. And everybody's saying, dude, you're literally the Pharisee meme. I thank God that I'm not like Jay Dyer. I'm not like those evil ortho bros. I tithe and I help people, and I would never be a evil low tier ortho bro. They're just the worst. We're just so much better than these people. And I mean, it's funny because here's one pro Trent comment, and the rest of them are like 99% are like, yeah, thanks for helping me move towards orthodoxy, Trent. It's like, and then they do the Chud meme because Trent looks like the Chud meme here. I'm not like you, at least. I'm so much better than you. And it's like just everybody is like just giving Trent, just give him what for. I mean, I had to scroll to find one pro Trent comment. I mean, Trent struggles with like Kyla, dude. And it just, everybody sees through it that this is like it's just sassy bitch comments, right? Even the Roman Catholics are saying, Trent, this is not a good look, dude. This is not, well, this is the real Trent, you see. See, this is what I've been saying this whole time, is this is the actual Trent Horn, is this kind of shit. And everybody's like, how are you going to help the gay dudes when you're teaching gay error? And people are laughing because Trent only got 500 likes out of 100,000 views. Yeah, because all the comments are against Trent. That's why. Duh. This was like the greatest ratio I've seen in a while. By the way, Pine Suck too got ratioed massively multiple times because he wanted to chime in with total nonsense. He's like, Jay Dyer lost every debate he ever got in. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Every poll, and you did like 3 debates and bowed out because every poll said you lost. You're like, you're the worst, dude. What are you talking about? Right? Pine Suck's like, Dyer got smacked around so many times. Oh my gosh. And this is the guy who's like struggling with SSA or something. I don't know what the deal is. I don't follow this dude. But you can go watch the call-ins. We had 2 call-ins with him. And I mean, it's just like the most ridiculous. He just has a meltdown, right? The dude just has a total meltdown. Every time he tried to do a debate, which was like twice, 2 or 3 times, he wanted to be like the next papal apologist. and like he debates Luigi, he debates somebody, and then it's like all the polls are like, nah, you lost, dude. So you haven't seen any more Pine Sap debates, have you? Like he was out of the game quick, dude. But that's why all these people have is like the shit talking. And again, like people who don't like debates, like the whole domain is shit talking and drama. I mean, if you can't handle that stuff, then you can't do it. That's what it is. I mean, when was the last time that we actually had like a high tier theologically driven or philosophically driven debate? I honestly don't remember the last one. I mean, you could say the Tim Gordon one was kind of that, but I mean, not being mean to Tim, but like Tim didn't know enough of the Orthodox positions to really refute it, in my view, significantly, or to challenge it significantly. So, and after we had the whole Dawa debacle, when Dawa really collapsed, after me and Sam Shamoon on Fresh and Fit, and that got like, what did that get, like 4 or 5 million views across all the clips and whatnot. All right, y'all got to be quiet now. Hush up. Yeah, that's my phone. I decided to make my phone thing the Mario coin sound, and it sounds like a good idea, but then now it's like it grates on me, and it's like building a hatred for Mario in my soul when I hear that stupid coin sound. Because now if I hear the Mario coin sound, I'm like, all right, who's texting me some drama now? So anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, Dawa ended up pretty much is neutered online, and then the Roman Catholics crashed out for a year straight with Trent Doherty and Trent Horn basically just showing their Skittles colors. I told you that like Trent Horn is no different than Trent Doherty. They're both like super passive aggressive, just nasty people. And the piety stuff is a front. I don't know why so many people can't see through the fake piety stuff. It's like obviously performative. It's out there for optics. And then Trent Horn downplays Epstein. Oh, it's not a conspiracy. Who cares if Epstein was at the Vatican? It doesn't matter. I mean, that to me, that's just like ultimate like goblin move, right? I'm going to cover up my church's scandals and these weird associations at all costs because that's more important than like grape and creeper stuff. So, by the way, thank you guys for being very generous. We got a nice almost 2,000 here on YouTube. If you would hit like and share. I'm not going to not answer your questions. I don't know where people got so confused. I mean, I pretty much said pretty clearly what I meant. Like, I'm just done with the online theology debates. First and foremost, the retards and the call-ins. It's just, I'm sick of it. It drags down everything anyway. Like, all the PSA questions, all of the, what's the fasting? I don't want to answer your fasting questions. Okay. All of the tag questions, the same tag question. You know how many times people have asked me, how do you get from tag to Trinity? Like, and it's a question that involves like an hour reply. You think I can reply for 1 hour every time that question? No. And the other thing too is 99.9% of people don't know how to debate. So there's no point in debating dumb people. There's no point in debating people who don't know what debate is. It's not arguing. It's not yelling. Doesn't mean you can't argue or get aggressive in a debate, but that's not what a debate is. And people seem to be under the impression that when you call in to me, that we're all on equal footing. No, you're not the professional debater person. I've done it for 20 plus years, nonstop. Okay. So I'm going to interrupt you, right? This is like, if you're at you're at the military, you're not going to tell the drill sergeant how it goes down. We're not meeting on equal footing. In a formal debate with a moderator, we're meeting on equal footing. You calling into my stream as a nobody retard person, we're not, no, this is not democracy time. You're going to listen to me as your debate coach. And if you can't handle that, well, that means you're not fit. You're not cut out for this. You got to be able to handle that. So you understand, it's like a filtering system. You want to do this, you can't handle pushback, interruptions, you freak out, you're not cut out for it. Simple as that. You can't handle boot camp, you're not cut out, get out. And guess what? The world of academia, in the world of academia, they treat you the same way that I'm treating you. If you go into academia and you want to be an academic, an intellectual, this, that, you're going to get savage. You're going to get critiqued. Your papers are going to get torn apart. Your arguments are going to get torn apart. Do you not know that you have to defend your thesis in grad school and PhD level? Do you think they're just going to suck your weenie and be nice to you? No, they're going to tear it apart. And even though they're all like super lib cuck weirdos in the academic world nowadays, it's even still like you're going to get critiqued, you're going to get savaged, and yeah, it's a filtering mechanism. And I left it too because like I'm not going to suck the weenies of a bunch of just absolute shit-lib pieces of crap. Like, we have people like who have PhDs in queer theory. I'm not going to be teaching with the dude who has PhD in queer theory. Academia is dead, dude. Get over it. It doesn't exist anymore. At least not the way it used to.